How can you get your prospects to make a decision now? So I get sent a list of questions on a regular basis from business people on how they can improve their sales results. And in this series for the start of the year, I'm going to do a couple of short, sharp videos that are key to getting sales success and getting where you and your business, where you want it to be, resolved. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few thoughts on what you can do to make your prospect make a decision sooner rather than later. So the first point when it comes to getting your prospect to make a decision now is just a quick thing for you to check that you've done the right work already in the sales process regarding the budget, the authority, the problem that the client has got and the timing that they're working with. I'll share a video on BANT, which is really popular. Make sure that before you start to push your prospect into making a decision, that you've got those elements and you know what's driving them to make a decision. If you don't do that, you're going to end up being in a position where you're going to push a prospect to do something they don't want to do. So I'm assuming that you've done all those elements in the BANT process now. If you have, then let's talk about the other points that you can do that can hopefully move them from being a maybe to saying yes. So if you want to get your prospect to basically make a decision now, one of the key things you can do is ask a leading question. A question such as this can work really well. What would you need to see from me in order to make a decision and move things forward? It's a question that is really open and that allows your prospect to tell you what it is that they're going to need at that point in time. You should only ask this question if you feel like it's the natural stage in the sales process, but a leading question like that can really help give you either an answer back that you may not like the answer to, but at least you'll know what it's going to take for your prospect to make a decision now, or it may mean they say, nothing actually, let's go forward and get them signed up. Ask that question and let's see what your prospect comes back with. Point number 3 on this is, and this is something you can do if you really want to get them to make a decision now, is give them maybe something you can do as an offer or a limited capacity sort of special deal that you can give them that will help them make the decision today. So maybe you can offer the prospect an extra year's service, something that will be of value to them that means you don't have to lower your price, something you can give to them. Maybe it's an extra few months on a guarantee, I don't know, but something you can give them that's got a time limited element to it and even hopefully a capacity element. So you can say, I can't keep this going forever, but if you'd be able to move things forward, I could get that in place so that we can sign and move things and get the contracts agreed today. How does that sound? Being able to offer something that can help close the deal there and then, that the prospect sees of value, is another great way of helping them make a decision and getting them over the line. Point number 4 is to go back and reconfirm a pain or an issue that they discussed with you when you were in that initial conversation. And ask them the question, Alex, you mentioned a few weeks ago that not putting in place a solution would have a real serious impact on stress or X, Y, and Z for you. What can we do to make sure that those stresses don't occur again? How can we move things forward? Reinforce the fact of what you've been through in a conversation where you got to understand what was their driver, their problem or their want, and bring that into the conversation and then shut up. So go back and reconfirm what those problems or what that want was and ask them the honest question. How would it feel to get those problems resolved, or what would you need to do in order to move forward and get those issues resolved? Give them that option to let's tell you what's required so that you can hopefully get them to say yes and become a customer. And the final one, and this is a brave one to do, and it's something maybe you should do if you're really in a position where you've had a prospect that delays time and time again, is to maybe ask them a very direct and open question that enables maybe them to put themselves in control. Ask them a question such as, so it seems like you don't want to go forward with our solution. Could be a way of being able to get them to say, actually, yes, I do want to go forward with you and let's get this moving, or no, you're right, I don't feel comfortable at X, Y, and Z. And at least you then know as a salesperson what you've got to do to resolve it. Only ask a question such as that maybe when you feel that you've got to a stage with the prospect that the deal's not going anywhere and you want them to make that decision. But that type of question can also be a great way of helping them make that decision and move things forward. So I hope that video was really useful on what you can do to get a prospect to make a decision now. I hope you've enjoyed the Saturday sales tips and the simple answers to sales questions. I look forward to sharing another simple answer with you next Saturday. And if I can help you in your sales plans and targets and get better sales results, let me know. Thanks for watching. Love you to subscribe to the channel. Love you to share the channel with family, friends and colleagues. And let's make sure we get everyone getting better sales results.